Oh, hi guys. How are we doing? So, I actually just wrote out a program for compound interest, but I looked at the video and it was 40 minutes and I didn't really want to waste your time. So I thought we could have a look at the program and exactly how I wrote it. Okay, let's just jump right in. So this is a different program that I wrote. What I did, I took elements of this program, basically the formatting, and I copied it over to my new program which I wanted to write. So I kind of copied the basic layout and sort of modified a lot of the information. So the first thing I did was I googled compound interest, and I noticed there's this very interesting formula which you guys can probably, let's see if we can zoom in. There's an interesting formula here. A equals P, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know. Okay, yeah. So A is the final amount. P is the initial principal balance. R is the interest rate. N is the number of times the program has run, or the number of years elapsed. And finally, we have T, which is the number of time periods elapsed. Okay. So that's the basic formula, which is interesting to know. So I think I used a different formula actually, which is probably stupid anyway. I thought I would apply this directly to this program here. So we have these variables at the top here. In retrospect, I probably should have put good names in for my program. Anyway, what we're going to do is I was going to talk you through everything. So here are the variables that we're going to feed into the program. These are the sort of base variables which we can vary. That's why they're called variables. As you can see, the currency is a string and it is the pound symbol. So we're going to be using pounds. If you want to use like dollars or whatever, you can use dollars, but no, we're going to use pounds. P is the money, the initial money that we want to work out. R is the interest rate, which is 3%. N is 30, which is the number of years we're going to run the program for. And T is the number of times that the program's run, so that's going to be 0. We've also got another variable in... Oh, away, you horrible thing. We've also got another variable in here, which is first time, which is true. This is the first time the program has run. And there's also the percentage increase, which we want to keep a track of, which is equal to R initially. Okay, so the first thing the program does is... we are going to run the program. And the program runs from down here. If we can increase this, that should be good enough. Okay, the program is called compound interest, and it's going to take these variables and it's going to list them. This is going to trigger this, which is our compound interest calculator. Now you might notice that this is the same as this. Hypothetically, we could change this to ooh if we wanted to, and ooh would be equal to this, and we could then use ooh in the program, but I don't really want to do that. I hope that made sense to you guys. It didn't to me. Okay, so what the program does is while t is less than n, run the program. T, as we can see, is 0, number of times run. N is the number of years. So the number of times that the program has run, if it's less than 30, then it's going to keep running it and running it, running it. This is how we're going to get our compound interest. Okay. So if it's the first time running the program, by the way, the 2 equals means is this it's like a value judgment. If this value is this value, then run the program, okay? If it's not this value, don't run the program. For the moment, if it's true, run the program. If it's not, don't. But if it is true, it will basically print out the initial state when we first run the program. So let's run it. Okay, sorry. If you look at the top line here, it's basically got the initial stuff that's happening. So the initial amount of money, which we're going to work out the compound interest for, is 100. And the interest rate is 3%. Now you can kind of see this expressed down here in the print output. So let's just go through this. So the first percentage S, by the way, is a placeholder, and the placeholders are represented over here. So the first placeholder would be T, and T would be the number of times run, which is 0. Then you've got the currency, which is 100. Obviously the currency is for dollar. Then you've got the initial figure, which is 100. Then we've got some text, which is first value, interest rate. And then the interest rate is right at the end, character 37, which is a percentage symbol. And the R is obviously the interest rate number. Okay. So basically it's the same for everything else. Once this has been run once, there is a flag flip. So first run is false at the end here. So it will only run once. Then we have the calculation itself, which I hope is correct. But I think it is, yeah. P equals P. So P is the money equals the money divided by 100 times by 100 plus the interest rate, which is 3%. Okay. I hope that's fairly easy to understand. Basically, 100 plus 3 is 103. So you're finding 1% of the money, and then you are timesing that by 103, and that will give you your compound interest for this iteration, okay? Then everything gets printed. I've already kind of explained everything. I want to print P here to 2 decimal places, but I don't want that interfering with the calculations. So that's why I have this little bit of code here, which formats P to 2 decimal places. Okay. Then at the end of the program, T, which is the times run, is equal to T plus 1. So that will increase. Then the while will be run again, and it will continue to be run until the number of times that it has run is greater than the number of times we want it to run, which is n. So then that's basically the program. As you can see, this down here is taking all the information from here, but what we can actually do is we can stop that running and instead run this program. So now we've changed the amount of money to 300, the interest rate to 5%, the number of years to 10. Then the rest of the stuff is the same as normal. Okay. First run, as we can see up here, is equal to true. And we are also using dollars this time. Let's run the program. Perfect. It's done exactly what we wanted it to. It has run the program 10 times. It has calculated the... it's increased the number by 5% each time. So that's our compound interest. We could change the number to anything we want. So we could change this to 500. 1% interest over 8 years. And let's go back to British pounds. Okay. As you can see, this is very versatile. We can put in any number we want and this should work. Fingers crossed. Okay, a 1% interest. After 8 years, we can see that the number has gone up to 541 and 43 pence. Very, very nice. And that's what 1% interest. That's cool, guys. I hope you like my program. If you have any questions about any of this, it is actually very simple when you understand it. Let me know in the comments and I will speak to you soon. And I'm more than happy to help with anything else. Cool.